What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we've got a new palette to play with. I'm excited. As soon as I saw this palette, I was so excited about this palette. This is the Juicy Boost palette from Colored Raine. So pretty. So we're gonna be doing some color today. I know you guys know that I don't do a lot of color on my channel. And if I do color, I normally do it like more wearable. That's just me. That's just my preference. I like wearable makeup. I like that soft touch makeup look. That's just my vibe. That's what we're gonna be doing today. That's what we're gonna be playing with. But before that, we're gonna go ahead and prep the skin and run through this base routine really quickly. Today's video is in collaboration with Tula, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through hydrating my skin really quick. All I have right now is a toner, so I just put a little bit of toner on my face. So we're gonna start with hydration. So I'm gonna start with the Tula Do Your Thing Oil-Free Gel. Oh, it is being washed out. Okay, you guys, this moisturizer, Tula gave me the chance to play with this for like ever, and I was just like so thankful because I have fallen in love with this moisturizer. It is not traditionally what I would normally gravitate towards because you guys know I have dry skin. Oh, this feels so good. I normally like to go in with really heavy, rich creams to just really hydrate my skin. It's like a very lightweight moisturizer. It literally looks like I'm like applying water onto my face. Feels really nice. It leaves my skin feeling very silky, and I feel hydrated without that heaviness feeling. So if you're one of those people that like just something about this, it literally looks like water is on my face. It's so crazy. I really love the way that this feels. My skin feels really hydrated throughout the day. The way that I actually described it is like a glass of water for your skin. Powerful bursts of deep hydration and lightweight oil-free gel texture. Skin becomes instantly dewy and silky to the touch, which is, look. And you don't have to deal with the heaviness of a heavy cream. I still love heavy creams for nighttime. I still definitely use them at nighttime. But during the day, especially during these hot days, and I mean hot, this has been really nice. You guys know I only bring you guys the best of the best. So this is definitely one of those products that I've been really, really, really loving. Look at that. Like my skin looks like my skin, but hydrated. Does that make sense? The next thing I'm gonna go into is the Glow and Get It Cooling Brightening Eye Balm. I don't really use this for the brightening effect. I use it for the cooling effect. I wake up in the morning with puffy eyes. And if you have puffy eyes, you guys know that feeling. They feel hot. They feel just like puffy. It's really one of those steps where it just feels good. It just feels nice. It just feels nice. Not even gonna lie, if I've had a night where I'm just like stressed out and I like had an anxiety breakdown and the next morning my eyes are like, always use facial oils no matter what. For sunscreen, I got the Tula Protect and Glow. It's a daily SPF 30. This is a chemical SPF. It's not just sunscreen, it's skincare as well. Probiotics to hydrate and prevent water loss. Ginger root to protect against blue light. And papaya and pineapple to promote even skin tone. It really does give you a nice little glow underneath your makeup. You get some sunscreen and a little glow if you use like radiance boosters or radiance drops underneath your foundation. This is a nice little step for that. You get skincare and sunscreen all in one, honey. And then I'm gonna go and get ready for this makeup and prime my face with the Brighten Up Smoothing Gel Primer. It's like literally like a gel primer. Like that. So now that we've got the skin nice and prepped, jump into this base so we can get into this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 498. This foundation evens out my face pretty much. Like there's certain parts of my face that are a little bit lighter. And then to conceal, I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Concealer in the shade D36. Gonna contour a little bit of Caviar from Fenty. I'm gonna highlight a little bit more right here. This is the Born This Way concealer in Ganache. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my Huda Beauty Cinnamon Bun Setting Powder. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. I just did a review on this powder and I told you guys that I liked it, and I think I'm gonna use it as a brightening powder, which is what I'm gonna use it today as. Pop it right in there like that. Cute. So next I've got this baby, and I've actually been really excited to play with it. This is the Midas Cosmetics X Neon MUA face palette collab, and I have it in the palette Midnight. This is a Black Beauty Boy collaboration, and I think it's so important to support, and I've already been swatching all up in it. So I'm gonna actually use the shade contour shade first, and then I'm gonna use the bronzer shade just to sculpt out my face. But no, this is such a huge deal, and this is such a huge collaboration, and to see a bronzer like this, okay, come through. I'm so proud, and congratulations, this is so amazing. Ooh, do I see some things? So I'm just setting that contour, that Fenty contour with this palette. We love a face palette where you can use most of the shades in there. This is nice. This is really nice. I actually really like how this is. Oh. We love to see it. I'm gonna use the bronzer shade, which is this one. It's not bad. It actually doesn't look that bad right there. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, this looks really good. These two together just marry each other so well. That blended so well together. So I've actually been using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This thing literally feels like it's like locking your makeup in place. It's crazy. It's good because, you know, mask life. I've actually been really enjoying this, but it does feel, definitely feels matte and tight. I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and I did one eye off camera just because this palette has so much color that I didn't know which direction I wanted to go with it. So I needed to see what I wanted first. But this is what the palette looks like. It's so freaking pretty. Look at all those colors in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did on this eye, and then we'll finish both eyes together. So I'm gonna start with this shade right here called Kale Yeah. Right around my like crease area. Buff that out a little bit. And then I'm taking this shade right here called Mint Leaf, and I'm gonna use that to kind of just like blow out the Kale Yeah shade. Patting it in, and then I'm buffing it out. I wanna make sure those shades are nice and married. Now I'm taking an eye primer, and I'm gonna cut the crease. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's not gonna be like a perfect cut crease. Like, I'm just don't care. I actually need to buff this out a little bit more. So I'm gonna go back in a little bit and buff that out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna... So I'm gonna take the shade Energy Boost, which is this bright baby blue shade right here. And I'm gonna pack that onto the lid. I feel like I'm in like the 70s or something like that. Or is it the 80s? I don't even know. One of those E's. Then I'm gonna go back into Kale Yeah, and I'm gonna start by stamping it right along my lash line right here to here, kind of like a V shape. And then I'm taking the shade Blueberry Burst, which is this shade right here, and I'm gonna pop that into the inner corner. All this extra powder. So let's go in with Apple Strawberry. I'm just building up Apple Strawberry right underneath that bottom lash line. I'm gonna take this eye pencil from House Labs. It's in the shade Empire, and it's like a green shade. It should match the top lash. That in my waterline. Eyeliner from One Size. This is their Point Made Bodacious Black Liner. I'm gonna take my Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lashes. Yes, lash. to finish off the face, I'm gonna go in with the rest of this palette. I'm gonna use the highlighter and the blush in here. This blush is gonna be pigmented, I can already tell. And then I'm gonna hit the face with just a little bit of this highlighter. You guys know I don't really like a gold highlight. I normally don't prefer a gold highlight, but I wanna try it just because it's in the palette. Tad bit of it. A little glitterier than I like, but it's really pretty. It's not coming off as gold as I thought it was gonna come off too, so that's good. Just gonna line my lips with a brown liner. I'm gonna take this lip shade from Jouer. It's in the shade Noisette, and it's a lip cream. This is a little dry. The lips look a little dry, just a little dry. So we're gonna just go in with a little bit of like gloss, just a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus setting spray. Make sure everything is nice and merry. Adds a little bit of glow without too much shine. There we go. That is the finished look. I really like the way that this eye look came out. It's a little bit more adventurous for me per se, but you know, all that color, I couldn't let it go to waste. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you again to Tula for sponsoring today's video. Guys, if you don't check out anything of the Tula products, try the Do Your Thing oil-free gel cream. You will love it, and then you're gonna want to check out everything else. But this thing, this is the truth. The truth. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of love, and I will see you guys next time.